I visited the Karyashala, which is about a kilometer away from the Ram Mandir. And it's at this site that since the 90s or even before that, people, workers have been chipping away, ensuring that the stones and pillars that you now see at the Ram Mandir are getting ready. Now, for the last many years, they've been 100% focused on getting the stonework fully prepared. The stone arrives from Rajasthan. It's been coming in from the 90s, of course, with a lot more frequency and volume in the last few months. The carving takes place here in Ayodhya. The cleaning up taking place right now in the very last minute, the last stretch, as they get set for these stones and pillars to be taken to the Ram Mandir to adorn the entrance as well. It's a race against time, of course, because we're days away from it. You'll see hundreds of pillars still lined up. But the workers, the people of Ayodhya, working round the clock because they believe that this is their duty to Ram Lala.
As the Ram Mandir gets set for a grand ceremony, the temple's beautiful stonework has the world talking. It is a few kilometers away from the temple that this work is being done. The work is underway at a constant pace and just a kilometer away from the Mandir site. At a Karyashala where men and women are hard at work, giving final touches to the temple stones and pillars.
We're at the Karyashala, where all the work is right now taking place to ensure that all the beautiful architecture that you see at the Ram Mandir looks absolutely perfect. That work is happening right here. And you can see around me all of these pillars. There are hundreds of these pillars lined up across the compound. And I'll give you a glimpse of what really this compound looks like, because there's work going on 24/7. And you see the kind of beautiful carvings that are there on each of these pillars. So beautifully done. We understand that all of the stone has come from Rajasthan. It's brought from Rajasthan, kept here. Some of them brought many years ago, some just now, all carved and ready for, in fact, transportation. So once it's done here, you'll have it being transported to the Ram Mandir. The work is done. Why is it still here? Because you can see around me, and I'll show you to the other side as well, how many workers are right now there, and they're here through the day, round the clock, even in the night, in this biting cold, by the way, to continue their work of cleaning these pillars. They're ensuring that all the intricate work that needs to be done is immediately taken care of right here at this yard. It's about a kilometer away from the Mandir itself, and then it's going to be transported to the Ram Mandir site. Cleaning, all of it being done here. The pillars are then segregated. Some of them are kept this side, some of them here, based on how much work is done, and then they're moved out. Let's speak to some of these workers to understand really what kind of work they're also doing. सर जी, आप बताइए, आप नक्काशी कर रहे हैं या सफाई कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे?
ये नक्काशी भी जो बाकी है वो कर रहे हैं और सफाई भी कर रहे हैं, फिनिशिंग।
अच्छा,
हाँ।
तो ये नक्काशी कहाँ से, राजस्थान में बना के यहाँ पे लेकर आए हैं या कैसे?
नहीं, यहाँ ही बना है।
यहाँ पे ही बनाए। तो आपने ये सब बनाए जो नक्काशी हम देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, या ऊपर वाला?
ये बना हुआ था, इसका अभी फिनिशिंग हो रहा है, जो बाकी है वो काम पूरा हो रहा है।
अच्छा, और इतने स्तंभ है यहाँ पे, एटलीस्ट 100 स्तंभ है यहाँ पे, तो कितना समय लगता है एक स्तंभ पे काम करने के लिए?
ये पूरा तैयार करने में महीना 1.5 महीना लग जाता है।
1-1.5 महीना।
हाँ।
So he's telling us that it takes 1.5 months for at least one of these pillars to get ready. And look at the scores of them around me. And you can understand how much work, how much workmanship is really going into making this mandir right now. Let's talk to some more of them, because what I found very interesting is also that they've been working here for the last many years. And in most cases, almost all of them have been working on this, keeping in mind the mandir deadline. And these stones have been here from the 90s. आप मेरे को बता रहे थे कि जो स्तंभ पे आप काम कर रहे हो, ये सब 90 से यहाँ पे है?
हाँ, 90 से पड़ा हुआ है।
90 से पड़ा हुआ है। और आपने कब से काम शुरू किया?
हमने तो अभी 1.5 साल हुआ।
1.5 साल से काम कर रहे हैं ऐसे ही, मतलब जो नक्काशी आप क्लीन कर रहे हो वही कर रहे हो?
हाँ, क्लीन कर रहे हैं।
तो जो नक्काशी है वो कौन कर रहे हैं?
नक्काशी इधर ही बना था पहले।
अच्छा।
हाँ, वो बना हुआ ना पड़ा ये ऐसा हो गया काला।
आपको अच्छा लगता है ये काम करने में, क्योंकि ये राम मंदिर जा रहे हैं?
हाँ, राम मंदिर जा रहा, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
आप देखा है राम मंदिर?
हाँ, गए, बहुत बार गए। बहुत अच्छा है।
बहुत अच्छा।
हाँ।
Okay, so he's had a chance to go inside, and he says it's absolutely beautiful. All these workers feel very privileged that they're a part of this exciting historic moment here in Ayodhya. Let me show you, in fact, some of those other pillars as well. So what you see here are also very intricate parts, stones that have been carved out, which will also be taken to the mandir very, very soon. Obviously, the final touches need to be done here. But in most of these stones, Jai Shri Ram, as you can see, written in English, written in Hindi. Interestingly, I also see it being written in Telugu. There are a lot of devotees who come here also. And this has become a tourist site of sorts. With, of course, the mandir not being ready just yet. You've got people coming here, praying to these pillars because they believe that all of this, which will be a part of the mandir, they're getting a glimpse of beforehand. I've shown you where all of these workers, these craftsmen are, many of them working non-stop to ensure that these pillars are ready, which will then be taken to the mandir.
Women toiling together, battling the cold to do their bit for their beloved Ram Lalla.
There are many such beautiful small temples really inside the Karyashala, perhaps a reminder to all of these workers as to what is the purpose that they're working so hard for. You see around me this beautiful setup of all these women who are toiling, working so hard. It's extremely cold here in Ayodhya, which is why you see these sheets being put up to protect them from the cold, to protect them from the wind. But they are working nonetheless through all of the cold, through all of the hardships, knowing the deadline approaching, that they need to also ensure that they work a lot harder. They're also working on similar pillars, stumps essentially, and what we understand is that this will go on top of the large, longer pillars that we've also been showing you here.